It's Fans Corner. Welcome to it and thank you for making time for us. We are back in the Betway Premiership. We've just watched Kaizer Chiefs against Sekhukhune United out at the FNB Stadium, and that game ending 3-1 in favor of the Limpopians. Sekhukhune United, 3 big points, which takes them back to the top of the log. It was a top of the table clash between the number 2 and number 3 teams. A highly anticipated game even before the international break. We're really looking forward to this game. 2 teams that were undefeated. We expected flames, we expected sparks and flames on that, but in this particular game, and I guess we got what we were looking for. Although the results did not go our way, those of us who support Kaizer Chiefs. Before we get into the game, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. It's Off Air Podcasts on YouTube, and check us out on Facebook. It's Fans Corner. Also check us out on TikTok. It's also Fans Corner. We really appreciate the support that we've been getting over the past couple of games. Now, before the start of the game, I looked at the starting 11. The only thing that I looked at and I thought to myself, this is unnecessary, was the inclusion of Aiden McCarthy in the starting 11, because I felt like he just came back from an injury. I know he's back and he's injury free now, but I thought, Zita Kwinika having done so well in the absence of McCarthy during his injury, I don't think it was necessary for us to actually bench Zita Kwinika. I should have continued with him, he kept clean sheets. There was no need for us to drop Zita Kwinika. There was no need for Aiden McCarthy to be rushed back into the starting 11. I have nothing against him. I like Aiden McCarthy. On any good day, he's definitely the defender you want to go with. But he just came back from an injury. You are going to face a team that is a free scoring team in the form of Sekhukhune United, who've been really scoring goals for fun in this season. They are the highest scorers of the season so far, with 11 goals, including the 3 goals that they scored tonight. I didn't see why we tempered with the defense that has kept clean sheets in the past couple of games. It just did not make sense to me. And once again, this has nothing to do with Aiden McCarthy. I just felt it was unnecessary for us to do that. And at the end of the day, a mistake between him and our right back cost us the game. Because that first goal, you give Sekhukhune United a taste of blood, they are going to deal with you. That mistake that led to the first goal from Sekhukhune United really destabilized us, because we were doing so well. It was against the run of play. We were playing better football. I was so happy with the ball movement. The ball movement was amazing from Kaizer Chiefs, and I thought to myself, wow, we're playing some good football here. And yet we made a mistake and we conceded a goal because of the positioning of our right back together with Aiden McCarthy and the lack of communication between the two of them. Actually, that should have been a refloss like a ball, and they both missed it and ended up conceding a goal. You are going to play against, like I'm saying again, you are playing against a team that has been on fire in terms of goal scoring, and you temper with the back line that has been keeping clean sheets when it's not necessary to do so. Guys, come on. This one, the coach has blood on his hands for the defense changes that he made. They were unnecessary. Honestly speaking, those defense changes, they were absolutely unnecessary. I can understand on the right back, with regards to Thabiso Monyane there, having come back from international duties, and I did hear that there were issues with him as well. But I don't see why we tempered with the central defense pairing of Zita Kwinika and Miguel. It worked perfectly. Why do you change it? We've been keeping clean sheets. Why are you changing it? It was unnecessary. Yes, I understand. Before McCarthy went on injury, he was also keeping clean sheets as well, but you continue with the rhythm until there's a need to do so. I just did not see the necessary the necessity of changing those the central back pairing. Really, here I think Nabi has blood on his hands, because it actually cost us the game at the end of the day. We were dealt with, we were Groblered. We were Groblered by a 37-year-old striker. We have absolutely no business conceding goals like that. Having been the team that has been keeping clean sheets since the beginning of the season, we had absolutely no reason to play like that. These are the first goals that we've conceded. We kept clean sheets in our first 5 games, and now we're going to concede 3 silly goals from that. Bradley Groblered making our defenders looking like amateurs at the end of the day. He's 37 years for crying out loud. He's 37-year-old. How do you explain that? 2 goals and 1 assist from a 37-year-old. Take nothing away from Bradley Groblered. He's a lethal striker. He's a very good player. His hold-up game is amazing. Those flicks it could have been 5. He could have been 5 from those flicks. There were those flicks that he made, and the 2 more of those flicks that he made. There's the one that cost that Munari got and scored the 3rd goal. Beautiful flick from him. He did it again even after that, and he did it again. And still Chiefs were still failing to deal with a 37-year-old striker. What kind of a defense fails to do that? I think the changes that were made at the back were really unnecessary. And then the other thing is how we responded as Kaizer Chiefs. Like I said at the beginning of the game, I really enjoyed it. We looked so good with the ball movement. We're so good on the ball. Even when we conceded, I felt like, you know what? I don't think we are going to lose here. We can still come back when it was still 1-0, and we really came back to 1-1 because our ball movement was so good, and we were getting the ball in the right places at the right time, and there were those shots that were made when they were supposed to be made. And then when we go 2 goals down, we start regressing. We're no longer as guys. We have nothing to lose. We have absolutely nothing to lose. We're already 3-1 down. We have nothing to lose. The side passes became even more. The backwards passes became even more. We were slow. The ball was moving even slower and slower and slower. You are chasing a game. For goodness sake, you're chasing a game, and you're going to play like you are managing the game. You know, the ball. We had the ball. The stats are there. The stats is not lying. What is it saying? We had most of the ball in both halves, actually. If you look at the stats in the first half, I'm just going to look at the stats in the first half. In the first half, we had 54% of the ball position as opposed to 46. We had total shots. The number of shots were the same between the two of us. The number of big chances were the same between the two of us, which made sense why we went into the halftime at 1-1. Okay, and then in the second half, we had most of the ball. 73% of the ball position was Kaizer Chiefs. 73% of the ball. What do you do with it? You just play it sideways. You make unnecessary. You keep the ball unnecessarily long. Players are making runs. You don't make passes. I think the response from the players also is questionable. The way Chiefs responded, when they were supposed to move the ball quicker because they're chasing a game, they started moving the ball slower. When they were supposed to make passes at the right time, they started making the wrong passes, sideways passes. When they were supposed to shoot, how many times were we in front of goal when we were supposed to shoot? We did not shoot. Okay, I can understand that with regards to the goalkeeper. Shout out to the Sekhukhune United goalkeeper, man. What a shift he put in. Because at the end of the game, I think it says we had how many? The shots at goal on target was 8 as opposed to Sekhukhune United's 4. Those were good saves that he had to make there. Nzabata, I think that's his surname, Nzabata. What he put in a brilliant shift, but I'm not happy. Really, I'm not happy with the way we responded. I'm not happy, number one, with the changes that were made to the team that has been keeping clean sheets. Number two, I'm not happy with the way our players responded to going down. You know, when you're going down, you have to show the will to go and try look for a goal. It was only when Mdu Shabalala came in that we looked like we're threatening. We tried to make some runs into the box, but still, the choices that we made, the final touches that we made at the decision making in the final third was terrible from Kaizer Chiefs. This one hurts me. Really, I don't want to lie. This one really hurts me because we had absolutely no reason to lose this game. We lost to a better coach. Okay, if you put Nabi and Eric Tintler against each other in South African football, definitely Eric Tintler takes this one. He showed us he's a better coach. He played better than us without the ball. We had most of the ball. We could not penetrate them. We could not take our chances. We could not even create enough chances to try and come back into the game. They had few chances and they make them count. I mean, we made a 37-year-old striker look like he's 17 years old again. He made us look like amateur defenders at the end of the day. This is a terrible way. This is a terrible game for us. Terrible game for Kaizer Chiefs, unfortunately. We did not know what to do. We looked like amateurs at the end of the day. I can complain forever. Okay, this is not a team that is going to compete for things. This is how we respond to going down. You go 2 goals down and you respond by knocking the ball around, like looking like scared, like school boys who are scared of playing football. You know what? Thank you for making time for Fans God. I'm really pissed. I'm pissed. This one stinks. This one is hard to swallow for me. It's really hard to swallow because I went into this game with so much hope and we had most of the ball and we could not use the ball. Simple as that. We were not outplayed. The fact is we were not outplayed. We had the ball. You know, when a team is outplayed is when they can't even they look for the ball for the rest of the game. The stats are suggesting that we were not outplayed. We were outsmarted. They had less of the ball and they scored most of the goals. They had less chances. They scored most of the goals. They had less shot at goals. They scored most of the goals. How do you explain that? Thank you for your time. This has been Fans Corner. What a way to come back to the local league season. Thank you for your time.